Welcome to Two Millennials and Mom, where we bring you engaging conversations and respectful disagreement across the social spectrum.
Injected with the quirks of everyday life.
Curl up as we navigate the complexities of this modern world with all the humor and warmth we can muster.
And the occasional gentle ribbing. We're glad you're here. Happy listening.
Today, we're stepping into a world of infinite possibility, where the rules are made up as we go, the answer to every question is whatever we want it to be, and the bed sheets might just be made out of baloney. Today, we're talking about hypothetical questions. I do want to start out by giving a big shout out to conversationstartersworld.com. They've got a list there of 170 hypotheticals that range from the absurd to kind of some deeper thought-provoking things that make you stare at the ceiling at 2 a.m. Like I need help with that. Anyway, we've pulled most of today's questions from there just to kind of get us started. So if you want to keep the weirdness going or check those out yourself, we'll leave a link to them in the show notes for you to give them a check. But there's some really interesting ones and some pretty funny ones on there as well. Morning, ladies. How are y'all doing?
Good morning.
Hello. I'm well.
Welcome to Two Millennials and Mom.
I'm Callie.
I'm Cole.
I'm Mom.
And we're getting weird.
And I'm afraid we're in a weird world with Cole this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Baloney bed sheets. I'm out.
Yeah, for sure.
Just saying.
Yeah, we've got some interest. Okay, they're not all super weird. Some of them are
right.
pretty vanilla, relatively tame. Some of them get a little weird. But no, I just I was thinking about it this week, and I was like, man, there are so many hypothetical situations that you could talk about, that you could go over, that could be really interesting kind of conversations to have. And I started thinking about it, and I've got a few in here that are really kind of some more of like the pretty cliche scenarios that everybody has kind of talked about and gone over. But I figured we'd start with those, kind of dip our toes in the water before we start to get a little bit deep and a little bit weird.
Okay.
So this is probably one of the most common ones that people talk about, that you'll hear. And I've got a couple of, well, I've actually got several follow-up questions on this one. So what would you do if you won the lottery? And we'll say that your take-home winnings are $500 million. What's the very first thing you buy?
A red car.
What kind of
Really?
red car, though?
A red one. That's all she wants.
That's all I want.
Duh, big
tall
red
red
truck.
one.
Bright red Volkswagen Beetle.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No. I mean, honestly, I'd probably, it makes 0 sense, but I'd go back for a red Suburban or a Tahoe or something along that, because I love sitting up high like that.
What about like a bright red Cadillac Escalade?
I mean, sure. I got 500 million.
500 million.
I'd do that. I'd be happy with that. But
At this
it doesn't
point-
make any sense. That's the problem.
What do you mean
That's
it
the
doesn't make any
lottery.
sense?
I know. It just doesn't make any sense to buy a car that holds that many people when it's just me and your dad. You know,
Why don't you just get a big bright red pickup truck then?
I considered it.
I mean, you get the same advantages of sitting up high, and you don't have the excess
I would
passenger space.
I would be a mess in a pickup truck.
A menace.
A menace.
I don't think so. So I could see you in like a restored, like a Chevy 5 window kind of thing. Has a beautiful bed. There's a dog in the back, hanging his head over the side. You're just out causing trouble for the fun of it. I could see it.
I could do
Dig.
that.
So, okay, I'm a little weird and very practical. Number one, I'm paying off my house. Number two, I'm probably going to do like a full backyard renovation with flower beds and a reasonable pool. And I'm probably going to set some money aside to try and buy my neighbor's house so I can kind of combine them. Not the houses, but the properties.
Which neighbor?
Well, not Don and Carolyn. I would want them there.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Jason.
Okay. But bring tuxedo too.
Tornado.
Yeah. I like tuxedo better.
Yeah. Because he would just be like out there causing trouble with me, and it would be a
Oh, and you wouldn't have to put in a new pool.
Yeah. I would change the pool.
Yeah.
That's what the purpose of the whole second lot would be.
See, I would have trouble spending money like that. I mean, my first gut reaction is you put it in investments, you put it in the bank.
Oh, I'm doing that
Because
too.
I don't have tons of wants, crazy things that
Yeah, but now you have $500 million in net worth. You can do anything.
I know,
Yeah,
but
and I'm not going to go spend $250 million on my backyard renovation. I might spend $1 million and still have 499 left.
I'm just saying, that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's what I'm
You spend
saying.
$1 million on a backyard renovation. That
It
is
would be
a lot.
That
It
would make
would
my
be.
heart hurt.
But okay, hold on. Remember, we're on the lake, so we're going to have a boat in there, and there's probably going to be some jet skis in there, and then you have to have a place to dock all of those things. And I mean, so that's going to add up. So by the time you spend $1 million, that's a reasonable spend. And you still have $499 million left.
I think you could probably do all of that for around $250,000.
Oh, I'm sure that I could. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't go super crazy, but that's what I would do. And then I'm putting some away. I'm definitely adding some into like a high yield savings account. I'm definitely investing some. And that's probably kind of it.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't, it's not like I have this fetish for fancy cars. I don't want a Maserati or a Lamborghini or anything like that. And
I don't
you
need
guys
anything
are
super exotic. Like, get me like a sweet
F-150.
Cadillac CTSV. I mean, no, definitely not an F-150. I don't like Fords, but I probably would get a Cadillac CTSV and then like a Chevy pickup truck.
Yeah, I don't have to go crazy. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to turn down a red Ferrari. Because that would
I'm not going to buy one, though. Like, if somebody wanted to give me one, sure, but I'm not going to go buy a red Ferrari with
$500 million in lottery winnings. I might buy a red Ferrari.
happen.
I mean,
like a modern red Ferrari or like a classic red Ferrari?
Probably a more modern red Ferrari.
I don't need a supercar. I'd get myself in too much trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, I would drive
good
it like
grief.
a
We're talking about me
grandma.
getting in trouble with a pickup truck. What would I do with a fast car?
Yeah, let's not.
Boo, what would you do?
Yeah.
A Cadillac CTSV would be the first thing that I would buy. The most expensive thing that I would buy it would definitely be like a ranch in Montana.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good,
Some land somewhere would be really good.
I would like
But I mean, even then, like I'm talking like I'm spending like probably like a max of like $5 million on a property like that. I don't know. Montana's pretty expensive, so it might
But
be
still,
a little
even
bit
if you
more than
spent
that.
$10 million, your ROI is going to be pretty good there. Long term, it's land. You can't make more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
What's the most
private jets.
expensive thing? I don't need a private jet.
Okay.
I have a gigantic piece
Ferrari.
of land in Montana away from everybody. That's
He's
the point.
never leaving.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I don't need a private jet. It's a lot of maintenance and logistics that I just don't want to have to deal with. And there are rentals for those things, and then somebody else can deal with all the crap
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
want to.
Don't get me wrong. I would definitely travel some. Like
Mhm.
I'm not employed anymore,
Yeah.
so I would definitely do some traveling. But like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be all day, every day. I'm flying around the world. Like, I just don't have any need for that. There are a few places that I would want to go see, and I have $500 million. Okay, I have $490 million less after I've spent $10 million on
Your property.
a ranch and a Cadillac and a pickup truck, but I can fly first class for the rest of my life and not even.
And you wouldn't want to
$500
work doing
million.
anything?
I mean, I would do like my own thing, but I would. I mean, our podcast would be badass, but we would never edit again.
I would miss that. Like, I know that I complain about it sometimes, but I like that it's ours. I like that
You
nobody
never
else
complain about that.
Okay, well, then there you go.
You can be on payroll as our editor.
Good payroll.
Yeah.
Badass payroll.
Badass
really,
payroll.
I'd want to do something. And I don't just want to be, sitting on a philanthropic board somewhere. I want to do something.
What if you
But
started
that's the
like a
thing.
library
You now
foundation?
have the freedom to do anything you want. You are no longer beholden to anyone else on the face of this planet. I
Yeah.
don't remember the name of the movie. It's John Goodman and Mark Wahlberg, and they're sitting in like a restaurant or a club somewhere, and John Goodman is explaining to him, you get your foundation, you get your base of $2 million. That is now what we refer to as fuck you money. You want me to do something I don't want to do? Fuck you. I don't have to. I can do anything that I want.
Yeah.
I am no longer beholden to anyone. I am free to do whatever.
The
As
gambler.
long as I pay my taxes.
They're procuring this money via an illicit gambling ring.
Sure.
But yes.
Still. But I mean, he even specifically mentions, I have enough to pay my property tax for the rest of forever. No one can do anything to me.
Yeah.
Would you want, can we come live with you in Montana?
Absolutely.
Are you going to just be in Montana by yourself and I'm stuck here in Texas?
Mom,
Fending for
I
yourself.
have $500 million. You can live wherever you want to.
I don't like the cold very much. I don't know if I'm going to stick in Montana in the winter.
Okay. Well, we can have part of my compound will be a summer home for you and Dad that you can use
Okay.
whenever you want to.
Okay.
It is yours to visit at your leisure.
Ooh, I could design it all by myself. Wouldn't that
The
be
inside.
fun? What did he say?
Specifics. Only the inside.
Oh, no, I could do the outside too.
Oh, he's not letting you.
You wouldn't let me do the
Well,
outside?
we would have to agree on the outside.
Okay. Okay. That's not a problem.
Not that I don't think you would come and put a bright yellow house or a bright pink house on a piece of property in Montana, but
He wants the final
Did you say
so.
pink?
yeah.
There will never, ever, ever
I know.
be a pink house in my life.
I know. That's what I'm saying, as I know that level of gaudy is not something that I would expect from you.
No.
Still, especially if you're not going to be there year round,
Yeah.
there's going to be some agreement that we'll have to reach on the aesthetics of the exterior.
A nice log cabin.
Perfect.
Not pink.
Not pink or yellow.
So are there any weird
Eccentricities?
eccentricities? Thank you. I was like,
eccentricities.
that's where I was trying to go, and I thought I was wrong. Are there any weird eccentricities? Okay, y'all ask it. Y'all do it. I'm not even messing with it.
Hang on. Before we get to being eccentric billionaires,
This has to be our short.
do you share it with anybody? Like, do you tell people that you won $500 million?
I'm not.
Do you give any of it away?
Yeah, I'll give some of it away.
How much and to who?
I don't know. I'd have to really sit down and kind of do some math on that. I mean, it would all be geared towards feeding people. Because again, that's just kind of my heart. I think that everybody should be fed. And so maybe that's setting up some kind of charity or foundation to maybe, what if we could end world hunger? You know?
Yeah.
So I think it would be something along those lines. And I don't mind spending a good chunk of it. Like I said, I'm definitely saving some. I'm investing some. If you've got 500 million, you can survive on the interest alone for forever, ever. And so investing it into other people would be fun for me.
Yeah. I mean, not just the interest. If you were to take $100 million and just put it into like a broad-based market-wide ETF, generally speaking, you're still a top 1% earner, probably.
Yeah.
So
I'm not buying elections. I'm not getting into politics of it all. Nothing like that.
I would specifically use it to separate myself from that as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Weird eccentricities.
You totally did.
I'm not wearing pants very often anymore.
You going to have a naked room?
I'm going to have a naked ranch.
Oh, maybe I'm not coming for the summer then.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So in general, like my style is a little bit more colorful and a little weird and kind of, I don't want to say strange, but more like thought provoking. It's so fun for me when somebody walks into our house and they're like, I was not expecting this. And so I think I would kind of invest in more of the kind of visual of my home and art and things like that. I'm not saying that everything needs to be weird. I want it to be super comfortable. I want you to feel great coming in and kicking your feet up on the couch and throwing a blanket on, kind of thing. Like I want it to stay really comfortable, but I think I would spend some more time kind of cultivating that aesthetic.
Interesting.
And I'm painting the whole interior.
When you say painting, like, what do you mean painting? Like, are you doing like murals or just like solid colors or patterns?
I mean, I might do one mural. I have one specific spot like over our stairs where I think a mural would be cool. But in general, like everything currently, most everything in our house is that like builder basic white tan kind of color. And it just is, it's flat and it's boring. And so as I've gone through and painted a couple of rooms in our house, like I love that. I love the warmth that it's adding. I love the depth that it's adding. It makes it feel more expensive. Just a little tiny tweak of paint. And so I want all of our window seals to be repainted. And I want all of our walls to be originally painted because this builder basic crap is annoying. So just little things like that. I'm not going anywhere crazy. We did go into a house here a few years ago that they had an artist come out and literally, it sounds really wild, but it's like graffiti. So it's this very beautiful traditional house and then they like graffitied all over it, but it was really, really cool. She was an art dealer and so she knew the artist and it wasn't weird. It was just super unique. And so things like that I would kind of look into. How do I make this more interesting? How do I make this more unique? You're not expecting this. Let's do something along those lines. But I don't want you to come in and be like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on in here. Comfortable. Fun.
If there's any other like weird habits that I would develop.
I'm never peeling garlic ever again.
Serious?
No, ever again. I am buying fresh peeled garlic from the grocery store from a dude named Noah at Whole Foods. Like, I'm doing it.
That's funny.
Might shop differently. Grocery shop differently.
Yeah. No, it would be, we would have a very healthy grocery budget at the ranch.
Yeah.
But like, it wouldn't be, there would be some extravagant meals, but like, it would just generally be like really high quality.
Yeah.
For a little while until because here's the thing, I'm growing my own food. I'm trying to build a place that is going to be like to a degree self-sufficient.
And that's what I want with the extra lot, right? Like sorry, Jason, I would tear his house down and things like that and put in a nice big garden and somebody else is maintaining it. I'm not pulling weeds. I'm happy to go pick things and clean things up, but I'm not pulling weeds.
Yeah, same. But here's the thing. I don't think you have to apologize to Jason because he's getting like way better than market value.
For
his
for
lot.
sure. I'll take care of him.
He's pretty happy with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't want the swimming pool, Callie, but I would like to have not even a lap pool, but just something that you could lay in the summer, float in, that was different.
Yeah.
Not really a hot tub, but
when we did our redneck swimming pool, that was like the stock tank pond pool. That was so much fun. And I would do like a grander version of that.
Yeah. I would like that. I mean, y'all are sitting here talking and I'm thinking, ooh, I'd love to have a gardener that wouldn't mind me working with him because I'd love to do some work. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I don't want to take all of the responsibility away, but I only want to do the things that I want to do.
So I think this is probably one of the hardest parts of this question is what wouldn't change?
I would not quit my job right away.
Yeah. I would have a really hard time quitting my job right away because I still want to do something. And so until I have what it is that I'm doing every day established, maybe that's, like I said, a Feeding People Foundation or charity of some kind. Until I have that all figured out, I got to do something. I can't just sit here and eat bonbons on the porch all day.
No, I don't want to do that.
Peeling grapes and fanning me
Yeah,
with a
but
palm frond.
like if I'm still working 40 hours a week, I don't have time to figure out what I'm going to do with $500 million.
But maybe I'm working 20, 25 hours a week.
Yeah, I might go to 20.
Nah, sorry. Like, don't get me wrong. I like my job. I love the people that I work with. Peace.
Gotta go.
I'm gonna throw a rad party for all of us, and I'm gonna fly everybody to Chicago, and we're gonna have a sweet send off. Don't get me wrong, but I don't work here anymore.
I think I would want a job just for the
Mental stimulation.
No, see, now I have virtually unlimited resources. I don't need a job for the stimulation. I can develop and create my own stimulation that is so much more fulfilling and satisfying because it's by my own rules.
Yeah, maybe.
So let me get this right. You win the lottery. The next day, you're going to go in and quit your job and throw a party.
Yeah.
Mine would not be that fast. Nobody would know right up front. I mean, I would tell y'all.
Look, here's the thing. I may not be like, hey, everybody, I just won $500 billion, but it's like, hey, something fantastic has happened. I can no longer be employed here, and we're going to have a really fun time celebrating this, and then you're probably never going to see me again.
There's a movie.
Unless it's in the news.
There's a movie that I just saw, because I think people are going to ask questions, but there's a movie that I just saw the trailer for and added it to my list. I think it's on Netflix or coming out on Netflix, where it's like 4 teenagers that all come into this money, like win this lottery money, and they're living life up. And then kind of shit hits the fan. And so I'm really curious because they're kind of doing that same thing. Okay, we're going to start over in life. We can do whatever we want. We're buying everything. We're partying everywhere. We're going to all of these places. And then it gets wild. So I'm curious about it.
Yeah, my body can't really handle like partying super hard anymore. So I'm not going to spend very much time doing that. I'm beyond those years in my life. But we're going to have a good time for that send off.
All right.
And then after that, it's time to get to work on my own stuff.
Yeah, it is.
So what wouldn't change for you, Boo?
There's anything. My wardrobe probably wouldn't change that much.
We might want your wardrobe to change.
Tough.
It's not your 500 million, honey.
Would you give me
very
some?
Comfortable. Of course. I already told you that I'm building you a house on my ranch in Montana.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Your own, because his is a naked ranch, so be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a subsection of the ranch. What do they? I guess I just call them sections.
Within the compound.
Yeah, within the property property boundaries, you have a section of you and Dad's choosing. And
you know what I think would be fun?
People have to wear pants on that section.
You know what I think would be fun? Like a party venue.
Yeah, an event venue.
An event.
I'm out.
No, I think that would be fun. If you could buy the caterers, employ the caterers and the planners and all of that, and you had this great location, that would be fun.
That's what she's doing with her 500 million. Calm it down.
By all means, you do you. Not on True Blood Pantless Ranch.
I can see it on the sign already.
Yeah.
The True Blood Pantless Ranch. I'm trying to figure out what my brand is going to be.
I don't think I want to know.
TPR.
I mean, I think it's a T and then just like upside down pants.
TVR. Got it. Okay.
Okay. We're taking this first hypothetical and we're going to the extreme. This is the bonus round referred to as the snail of destiny. Now, I don't know if either of you have run into this one online before, but I've run into it. Instead of 500 million, you get 500 billion with a B. But for the rest of your life, there is an immortal snail that is chasing you. And if it ever touches you, you die. Do you still take the money?
Yes. And here's why. Because when I have 500 billion with a B, I can pay for all kinds of research and all kinds of technology to make sure that snail is not ever close enough to me. Here goes an alarm. Callie, he's within 6 feet. Gotta go now. I can make something happen. I'm taking the
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, I have a security team that's watching out for snails at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would take
Yeah.
the money too.
Yeah. I can pay for the security of that.
Yeah,
For sure.
I think so too. I mean, because at 500 billion, you're the wealthiest person on the face of the planet at this point.
For sure. No,
Okay.
I'm taking it. I'm taking the money.
We all have money. Money would change us. Don't ever give us money. You'll never see us again.
Peace.
See ya. Okay. So this one is kind of a play on a really classic cliche hypothetical. But if you got a superpower, I'm not really all that concerned about what your superpower is, but what do you do with your superpower? Like, and we're going to go ahead and classify this as like you have like a DC superhero level superpower. So like maybe not quite Superman, but like you like power level wise, you're on par with like the Flash or Green Lantern. Like you have reality altering superpowers. What do you do with it? Do you take on the responsibility and be a hero to the rest of the world? Do you
Yes.
become a villain?
No.
Or do you just kind of have a superpower and everybody else can mind their own business?
So I think for me, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. I'm not going to be a villain. I have no interest in harming people in any capacity. But I'm going to go on enjoying my superpower and using it. And if I happen to run into a situation in which my superpower can help someone else, I'll do that. And like I've said before, I would love to have the superpower of flight. And being able to fly, like, I just want to go cruise. I want to run and play in the thermals. I want to go and over here and see what it looks like. I love aerial photography. Like, I want to go and do this. But if I see a car getting ready to crash and I can go down and stick my hand in there real quick and save them, I might go ahead and do that. But I'm not going to seek out opportunities. There's not a Callie bat signal that says, Callie, come over here.
Yeah, you're not a full-time superhero.
Yeah. So. Just a happenstance one.
I'll go there with you. Yeah. But I think I would like my superpower to be opening people's minds.
Yeah.
You know, gently, comfortably opening people's minds.
Can you, I mean, kind of outside the bounds here, but can you elaborate on that for me a little bit? What do you mean when you say opening people's minds?
I think we live in a society now that is so
selfish,
and so used to just trusting whatever we're reading.
Our silos.
Yeah. And so wouldn't it be really nice? I mean, wouldn't it be nice to go to somebody and say, shh, listen, this is the other side. And they actually went, oh.
To hop on set at Fox News and go, you're not right.
Yeah.
And them say, really? I didn't realize that. I would be glad to hear your counter argument.
Wouldn't that be fascinating?
Certainly be interesting.
I just think it would be interesting.
Yeah. What about you, Cole? Are you a villain?
No, I'm not a villain.
As he does this.
Yeah.
I'm not a villain, but I also don't think that like I'm a full-time superhero. Like my time is very expensive. I have a ranch to maintain. Like if you need my help, call me, but it better be for a good cause.
You're going to have to get dressed. You're going to have to commute.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put pants on.
Unacceptable.
And
Not
so
coming.
like
that's Cole's bat signal. It's just the flying pants waving in the wind.
Yeah. So like I'm a super mercenary, not a superhero.
Okay.
Like, hey, you need help with this? That's fine. But I charge by the minute. I'm going to solve your issue pretty quickly, but like, I'm very expensive. Like, I'm not, like, not anybody can hire me. You can't just, go blow up this building. No, like, it has to be to benefit the greater population. You can't just exploit my abilities to benefit yourself and yourself alone. But I'm also...
You're turning it into like the philanthropic John Cena of the world. I'll come and show up every now and then.
Yeah, kind of.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah. So part 2 of this question is, would you have a secret lair or a fortress of solitude where you keep all of your superhero super powered self, super powered person
Gear.
stuff, gear.
I'm definitely going the Batman route. Like, there's a place, it's probably like a penthouse in the middle of Manhattan kind of thing that is highly secured, protected. I've definitely got what's his name in Batman? It's not Jeeves. Alfred.
Alfred.
Yeah. I've definitely got like an Alfred. I mean, he's kind of managing things, taking care of the property, making sure that all of my superpower gear, superhero gear is in tip-top shape. And he's working with the CIA, getting me new cool stuff. And yeah, no, for sure. There's someplace.
But it's a secret lair.
I don't know. I mean, it's not really a secret, but it's protected. I'm not like, it's not Lion Witch in the wardrobe and all of this. Like, nobody knows.
The general public does not know where
Yeah.
your secret lair is, though.
Yeah.
I mean, cool. That could be your ranch in Montana. And because,
Well, no,
you know,
because my ranch in Montana is like pretty open. It's pretty available, but maybe there's like a facility dug out of one of the mountainsides on my ranch that is very well hidden. That is doubles as kind of like an escape room. Should it not really an escape room, but
bunker.
maybe it is. Yeah, like a bunker
that is not exactly around the pants-free flag.
I mean, do you know any superhero who doesn't have a lair?
I guess Superman?
Superman doesn't.
Superman literally has the Fortress of Solitude. That's where the question stems from. He has a crystal palace, and I think it's like on the North Pole or something. Maybe it's Antarctica. I don't know. But no, Superman, that's kind of where this stems from, is he has the Fortress of Solitude.
Because it was secret, Mom.
Yeah, how much Superman do you read?
Tons.
Read none.
Exactly.
Okay.
Moving right along here, getting I think this one is a little bit has a little bit more potential to be interesting. If you had a time machine, when do you go and why?
I'm hopping all over the place. I want to see so much.
Let's say it is a 2-time use time machine. You get to go to one specific point in time and then come back.
I'm going to spend my $500 million that I won in the lottery to make it more than 2 times.
Tough.
This is not Aladdin. You don't have a genie giving you wishes over here.
Yeah.
Well, that's yucky.
You still have a time machine. You just don't get to use it endlessly.
Okay, so if I have 2 times, is that 2 and from, or is that 2 trips?
It is
2 round trips.
You get to go to one specific point in time and come back. If you want to. You don't have to come back.
I think I'd probably go somewhere like to Martin Luther King giving his I Have a Dream speech. Because I just think that the power that you would feel and absorb and the empowerment that you would kind of gain from that would be inspiring.
Interesting.
We can do hard things. This was them doing hard things and admiring that persistence and willpower. I might go to the moon landing because I think that would just be really cool to be a part of. We still talk about those astronauts today, and I could be part of history. I think that'd be really neat. And how many people can actually say that they've gone and landed on the moon?
Interesting.
I don't have any
like
interest in going to the moon.
I think space travel would be really interesting. So like I might be going the other direction, where I might be going forward in time to a point where we have a much better grasp of space travel.
Yeah, maybe. I thought about going to the future, and truth be told, I kind of got nervous that I was going to get stuck there and I was going to miss so much of my life, and I didn't want that to happen.
Yeah. So my very first thought, and then you put restrictions on it, was that I would go back to a time when my mom was alive. But I think that would be really hard to have to come back. And I don't want to live through that again. Yeah. I don't know.
What about you, Buddha?
I do think it's really interesting that, and I think it's actually a good thing. A lot of people, I feel like, would take their time machine and go back in an effort to change the past to make it.
Mm,
And neither one of you went there. Neither one of you
that would
really
be
had any
much more
intention of.
admirable.
Yeah. See, I don't know that I would agree with that, because you're talking about the butterfly effect at that point. This is, again, theoretical, but like, what if you going back at, because I mean, one of the really common responses, oh, I'd go back and kill Hitler. What if something worse came out of that power vacuum than what actually happened? And you only get one chance to go back. So what if you get
Go
back
back and screw it up.
to present, and it is even worse now than what it would have been?
Well, and that's so funny, because when you said that, I was thinking, are there things in my life that I regret that I would want to change? I never thought about kill Hitler, or, the next one be stop the crucifixion of Christ. But you're right, the butterfly effect there. And my brain didn't go big enough to say, is there something in society and history
That
that I could change?
Impact, yeah.
I mean, what if you changed the first slave vessel that arrived? What if that never happened? You wouldn't have a civil war. Maybe you wouldn't even have racism today.
Well, I mean, but you don't have any way to know any of that, because you might still have a civil war. It might have just been about something else. You could have even worse racism because there was never a commingling of those cultures.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, that's the whole problem with the butterfly effect, is if you go back and start trying to change things, you have no idea what the repercussions of that would be.
Yeah.
No, I think, and maybe it's just because I really am selfish, but I think I would want to go back and experience something monumental just to have been there.
Just to be present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would go back to the Constitutional Congress and the American Revolution and watch those guys through that whole process, through the Revolutionary
Yeah, that would be
War,
fascinating.
see how they handled it, see how they spoke with each other, the communications that they had amongst each other. I think that would be really, really interesting to get a firsthand account of what their actual intentions were, what their actual motivation was. That is not just second or third or fourth hand recountings of those, but to actually see and be privy and present to that development of the nation, I think would be really interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
Callie, you said MLK's speech, but I was thinking Lincoln's address.
Gettysburg Address, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting one too.
Yeah.
But again, even going back, you still have the butterfly effect. So even listening to those and you being present could change something interesting.
Crazy.
Okay.
We've got two more under cliches. This one, you're stuck on a deserted island for 10 years. Who and or what would you want to be with you? What would you want to have access to if you're on a deserted island for 10 years?
Am I getting rescued after that 10 years?
Yes.
Okay. And do I have a number of people that only a certain number?
I'm going to say like a maximum of 3.
Okay. I'm probably bringing Mom, Taylor Swift, and Ryan.
So you're just going to
we would have
absolutely
such a good time. We might drown Ryan
Taylor
a
Swift's
little bit.
career because she's no longer present and in society for 10 years.
Oh, no. We're like, you also said, what are you taking with you? I am taking a grocery delivery service and some kind of messenger. So we are
How do you
using
take a whole grocery delivery service?
I just sign up for it. It's a subscription.
It's a deserted island. They can't find it.
They can come and drop it off via an airplane.
That's not deserted anymore. That's now an inhabited island.
Well, we're inhabiting it for 10 years.
You're defeating the purpose of the question. You are cut off from the world for 10 years. You can bring up to 3 people and a backpack full of stuff.
A satellite phone? No.
I mean, sure. It doesn't work. It can't get you out.
Okay.
You are there for 10 years. You've signed up. You are going to be living on this island for 10 years. You can bring up to 3 people with you. all 3 people get backpacks worth of survival equipment, but you cannot leave prior to the 10-year time frame.
Yeah, I still think my people don't change. I think it's still Mom, Taylor, and Ryan. And we're bringing gear to farm and lots of
Mine would be the
sunscreen.
2 of you and your dad. But with you and your dad, I know that y'all's backpacks are going to be full of good stuff that help us survive. So I'm really good. So mine's going to be full of books of some kind. I mean, maybe it's just.
Can it be a Kindle, and a Kindle that's preloaded with all of the books?
That's exactly what I was fixing to say.
Instead of a backpack full of books, because a backpack full of books seems pretty wasteful.
Well, how are you getting electricity to charge your Kindle?
You have a
Dad
solar
and Cole
panel.
can figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know? And Dad's going to want a fishing rod and a hook, a hook.
Bait and tackle.
Yeah, bait and tackle. And I would need to have something to write with. Because if you told me I couldn't ever write again, I'd be crazy.
For sure.
Shortly.
So 10 years, that's going to be a lot of notebooks that you need. Can you just write on your
Parchment.
tablet? Bring a stylus?
Yeah. Add that to my Kindle.
Cole?
I feel like such a dud. Y'all have such great ideas. And I just think, oh no, I just want my little family around me.
Like, I'm not going to elect you guys because I don't want y'all to have to be stuck on a deserted island for 10 years.
I think we would have a
So-
blast. I'm going to make it a good time.
It's going to be way harder than you think.
Yeah, we can do it.
Sure, but I wouldn't want to subject y'all to that. So I'm going to take I don't know if I'm taking anybody with me.
John Cena, Liam Neeson, and maybe The Rock.
No.
Oh.
No, none of them. Because I think they're all going to not be all of that helpful in a survival situation. Like Bear Grylls, maybe. Or like Survivor Man, but
Bear Grylls would be good.
no, I'm not taking. The Rock and John Cena need an exorbitant amount of calories. They're gigantic. Like, I already need a lot.
So you're not sharing with them.
Yeah, 3 dudes that size is going to be really hard to feed for 10 years.
Okay.
So, no John Cena or The Rock.
Sorry, guys.
Maybe like a survival expert. Like, I would probably think about taking Nathan, but that would take him away from his family, so he would probably be out there. I mean, yeah, probably like a survival expert, and yeah, a tablet with that's just full of books and like specific survival gear that I would want. Definitely like a fishing rod for sure. A gun would be nice. I guess it kind of depends on the island that I'm on and what kind of wildlife is there. But
Well, if you take a gun, you got to have ammo to last 10 years.
sure, but like, I mean, I'm not using the gun for self-defense. I'm using the gun to hunt. So I'm thinking, like, again, depending on what kind of island that I'm on, I've got a breakdown backpack 22 long rifle. You can carry a lot of ammo for that thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's not really very heavy. Like,
Yeah.
you can carry 1,000 rounds, and it's not like I'm going through, I may not even be using a round every day.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those, like, emergency, like, hey, if I don't eat something in the next day, I'm in real trouble. So now I have to go hunt. So,
Assuming there are things to hunt on your island.
Right. Now, there's got to be some way to get food. So I'm assuming that the island has
Resources
at least
of some
some
kind.
level of resources of animal life, right? Be
Of
it a
fruits and
bird
berries.
or mammals or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, fruits, berries would hopefully. I'm going to be there for 10 years. So yeah, I'm probably taking something to try and start a garden with, hopefully. If not, I'm probably trying to domesticate some of the flora on
I'm just saying,
the
Boo,
island.
you would miss us. If you didn't have us for 10 years, you would miss us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would, but I also would
Not bad enough.
be super. It's not even that I don't want to be around you. It's that I don't want you to have to be stuck in a survival situation on a deserted island for 10 years.
I want an iPod and a Bluetooth speaker because an iPod can be loaded with a whole bunch of music and it can all be charged solar powered.
Yeah. I need some music.
I need some
Yeah.
music.
Definitely a solar charger
Yeah.
and something to play music with for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're funny.
Okay.
Okay.
Last one here in
Cliches.
cliches. If you found out that I kind of want to go through a couple of these time frames.
Okay.
Let's start at the longest and go to the shortest. If you found out you had 1 year to live and there was nothing you could do to change that, you're not going to be in any pain in that 1 year or anything like that. But at the end of 1 year, you are going to die, period. What do you do in that last year?
Everything. I am eating everything. I am going anywhere I can get to. I am going skydiving. I'm doing anything and everything I can fit in.
Yeah, I would say Ireland, the 101, Redwoods would be the top of my list. I think I would get in a car and just start traveling, just to meet people and see things and just to do that. So no job.
My accounts are getting emptied and I immediately hit the road and start traveling to see as much of the world as I possibly can.
Yep,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Okay. What if it's only a month?
If it's only a month, I'm probably not hopping on a plane so much as hopping in the car and still doing the same thing. I'm just not going to spend that time wasted on a 24-hour flight to Australia,
Yeah. That's funny because I don't think I would do the traveling if I only had a month.
What would you do instead?
I'd get Q's story published
Nice.
so I could say that I'd done something. See, I'd probably feel guilty enough that I'd have to clean out my house.
That sounds horrible. Leave that shit.
I mean,
We'll
all of
take
the
care
things
of
that
it.
y'all don't want to take care of.
We'll take care of it at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without complaint. Don't
Okay.
waste your time on something stupid
Yeah,
like that. We've got plenty of time to do that later.
Yeah, don't even worry about that.
No,
I'd be writing a whole bunch of letters.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd be writing a whole bunch of letters.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
I
like
wouldn't
that.
go, what's the one that Tim McGraw's is? Bull riding. I would not be bull riding.
I might.
I could see you doing that. Yeah. And Callie, you mentioned skydiving.
Oh yeah, I'm for sure going skydiving.
Yeah.
I do think you would appreciate the people around you more. Would you be kinder, more forgiving?
Yeah, for sure.
Probably. What if it was only a week?
I'd come see you guys and eat everything that I could. Everything.
Yeah, I think I'd just pull everybody really close
Mm-hmm. We're gonna
and
have
spend
dance
as much
parties
time
in the
as I
kitchen,
could.
eating great food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going skydiving, so y'all be prepared.
There's another country song, I think. Oh, who's it by? It's one of the groups. I don't
Give me a
think
clue.
Diamond Rio, maybe, about I just wish for one more day.
Yeah.
One more day with you.
It's Diamond Rio. One more day
Is
with
it?
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, me. Look at me getting one right for a change.
Good job.
Well, that one was depressing.
Yeah, gosh.
I don't know. With 1 week, I think I am, again, liquidating everything and throwing just a massive week-long rager. Just partying down. Just having a blast. Everybody is invited. We are having a good time. Take a week off work. We're getting down for the last week. We are partying and having a blast.
Cool. I could go there.
Not a bad plan. Okay.
All right. So that one kind of leads into our next section here, which is our thought-provoking hypothetical questions. If you could start a secret society, what would its goals be and who would you want to include?
I think mine would be like tiny acts of kindness, like a kind of thing. Like, let's see how many people we can go encourage and quietly without them knowing that it was us, without them knowing who it was. I would want a bunch of people who had really good hearts and good intentions, a good sense of humor, and kind of short on ego, I guess, so that we could just say, oh, what is the most fun way we can go and encourage somebody?
Yeah. My first thought was peace, some type of peace that you could talk people into, that you could help people mend broken bridges and broken relationships, and that I kind of go back to my superpower there of, getting people to open their minds up.
Yeah. I think I would want to start a secret society of educators.
I could see you doing that.
And the whole goal is to really, from the inside, overhaul education across the world, not just the United States, but the world.
Yeah.
And try and lobby for better public education, better curriculums, better pay and infrastructure for teachers and other educators.
Yeah.
Just to try and make it so that we as a species, because right now I am so terrified that we are getting stupider while we are getting smarter. And that makes for, in my opinion, a really, really dangerous cocktail. And so I would try and improve education the world over.
I love that.
I think yours might affect both of ours. So who would you want to be in your society?
Strong, smart, innovative.
Yeah,
educators.
like I would be looking for people like Simon Sinek and Scott Galloway, people like Stephen Bartlett, the people who have this kind of massive reach, the Joe Rogans, these people that can subtly spread this influence of how important it is to be educated, to educate yourselves. I think those guys are already doing that for their own kind of platforms. I would want to create a network of all of the people like that who, as a group, we can influence legislation across the globe to try and, again, maybe we're not just going out and shouting it from the rooftops. Maybe we are. Maybe we're less of a secret society and more of just a plain organization trying to make and enact these changes. But we have to have enough momentum and enough influence to get those things done. And so those are the kinds of people that I would be looking for a society like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I could also see you including like some of the teachers who have won Teacher of the Year, who have come in with really innovative strategies and creative ways of sharing their wisdom and not just going with the status quo, but really being open-minded and creative and innovative to say, hey, we're going to get this message across one way or the other.
Yeah.
Let's figure out a way.
That would be so much fun.
People who are leaders through service, not leaders through intimidation.
Yeah.
Would y'all have uniforms for your society?
I think mine would be like, the red hat ladies. Like you don't really notice them until there's a bunch of them all together. Like I think we would all do something like that. Like it would be totally normal and regular every day. And if you just saw one of us with our little hat on, you wouldn't think anything about it. But then when there was a
baseball
gathering
cap with a big K on it or something,
maybe something like that. Yeah.
Our meetings for our secret society would be like big, plushy, fuzzy purple bathrobes and those little like hats that have the propeller spinner on top, just because it would be hilarious.
Yeah.
But that would that's our just for our secret meetings. We don't wear those in public.
Right.
Okay.
Very robe, cloak, and dagger, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, like kind of Skull and Bones-esque, but like funny instead of creepy.
Yeah. All right.
So funny.
Because it's kind of to mock secret societies like that.
Right. Okay.
Do you have clubhouses for your secret society?
No, because I don't want to put anybody out. I don't want to lock anybody out.
I think we do in mine, where we're kind of getting together to encourage everybody. Like we've got spots that are, again, big and plushy and coming. There's lots of snacks and things like that. That you're excited about eating that food, and so that we can all get together and brainstorm, be like, oh, Mecca needs a pick-me-up. How can we go and just really rock her world? Can you pass me the Cheetos?
How do you pick the people that you're gonna target with your encouragement?
I think that there are people who have really good hearts, who have servant mindsets, looking to go and do for people beyond themselves. I think that it's people who have a really good sense of humor and who can laugh at things and make jokes and be silly and not take themselves too seriously. And I think that it also it has a requirement for a willingness to be vulnerable and open and say, hey, I've been there. I get it. That sucked. Let me just add a little bit of brightness and sunshine to your day. Like I said, ego-free zone.
I hope you both get those.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really would.
All right. So this one is kind of in that same vein, but I think that my goal would actually be a little bit different here. If you could get every country in the world and every person on the face of the planet to work together towards one project, one goal, what would you try and have humanity accomplish?
An empathetic ending of world hunger. That you've got everybody focused on being kind for the sake of making sure that everybody is fed. And it doesn't have to be steak and lobster for everyone.
Oh.
But just fed. And I think when you add in the empathy part of it, you're feeding souls rather than just bellies.
But wouldn't it be wonderful if nobody was hungry?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to go with that one with
everything.
Cal.
I think I am too, honestly. Like the only other thing that I would be interested in, but really not even before that, would be like space travel.
Mm.
Like I think it would be really cool to have all of humanity focused on finding a solution towards that answer and beginning to expand. But I think that ending world hunger would honestly be a huge step in that direction anyways. So I think I'm with you on that one.
I mean, I just think that if we were all rallied around the same kind of idea, I think that we could ensure that it is baked into schools and workplaces and the way that governments functions so that all of our communities, this is just one thing that we get to take off of our worry list.
Yeah.
How to make sure we're all fit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think so too. Short and sweet. Okay. Next one here. If you could go back and undo or redo one thing in your life, what would it be?
I don't have an answer for this one. I've sat here trying to figure out something for a couple of days now, and I'm just like, I don't know. I think I would be more bold.
I would put y'all in different schools.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Elaborate on that for me a little bit. What do you mean?
I think for you particularly, Cole, I regret that we didn't do something like a Montessori school where you could learn the way that you learn, because I think that's part of the issue is that schools are designed for the majority. So, and to teach one way, and they don't really teach the outliers. And I think you were an outlier there. And so if you could have gone to a different type of school, I think it would have been better for you in the long run. So I would do that.
It's interesting you say that, because the thing that I would go back and redo is school. I would take my approach to going to college completely differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the things that I would tell myself if I could go back in the past and talk to the teenage me is focus more on math.
You will not regret this.
Don't sleep through math class.
Mm-hmm.
Get these concepts. And like, if I could go back and redo one thing, I would not have done ROTC in college, just because it was a massive waste of time for me personally at the time. I would not take the history classes that I took, and I would have majored in mathematics.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, so I went to a technical college for post high school, and I guess if I really had to choose something, I think I would go to probably a more committed institution of some kind, where you're not only getting that hands-on learning and hands-on knowledge that I received, but you're also getting kind of the theory and concepts of things as well. But also, I think that especially at like a 4-year college or something like that, you have an opportunity to build a community that I didn't have, that I could find value in.
I would do my career different too. I wouldn't stay in the same place as long. And I think I would have used different excuses, because like I think part of my excuse at one point was I wanted to be in town when y'all were in school so that if y'all needed me, I was there. Even though I lived 40 minutes away from from 2 large metropolises that I could have earned more, had more opportunity. And I don't know if that was, really a good excuse or not. I had the opportunity to go to law school and I was scared and I didn't. So I think I would do that.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I think taking school seriously
Agreed.
is what I would have changed.
Well, and I think especially as a kid or as a teenager, this is so boring. I don't care. When am I? And having that kind of hindsight to say there was a lot of value there that you missed, that
Yeah.
you ignored because you thought you were bored. And so I think that having an opportunity to redo something like education in a format that I could understand and learn from would have brought more value. So I hear what you're saying, Mom, with the education and all for us in different schools. I can follow you there.
I think I would have to have my current knowledge and understanding to be able to go back and take it. I think I would have to have access to memories of my experience up until now.
Yeah.
To have done that, to have taken college seriously.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm with you there.
We just didn't know.
Moving right along here. If you could know the truth behind anyone's secret or mystery, what would it be?
I want to know what happens when you die.
To who?
When you die.
Oh.
The end? Is everything over? Is there heaven and hell?
Gosh, Callie, that's deep.
What does that look like? I mean, are we starting something new? Are we with people that we love? Are we worried? Are
reincarnated?
we reincarnated as bugs?
Whoa.
Any of it.
That's a big one.
I think I would go to the opposite end there, the other direction, and know the secret of creation. Like what happened?
Yeah.
Like
how'd we get here?
The Big Bang?
Here? Well, I mean, whatever it was that caused it. The Big Bang is a theory. It's not.
Why? Why do you want to know that part?
Well, because I think if you can figure out where you're coming from, you can learn where you're going. Because if I don't know what, like if I can figure out what or why creation occurred, the existence happened, now I have a why as to why we're all here. What's the purpose?
See, and I want the same answer via a different avenue, right?
Yeah.
Like if I'm here right now, what am I building this for? What is the outcome afterwards? What's the purpose? Okay, Mom, we've hit you with Alpha and Omega. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go now?
Man, my brain was going, do you want to know what happened to JFK? But y'all did much better. I'm passing on this one.
That's
no,
so
you've
funny.
got to give something.
Secret mystery. What is the cause of cancer?
God, wouldn't that be great?
What if you went and you found out what the cause of cancer is and then came back and found a solution?
Yeah.
How many people you would impact and change their lives?
Why people have to hurt. I'd take that one. You could assign that one to me.
Sorry, JFK. Don't know.
Don't care.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got one more here in our kind of thought-provoking ones that I think is a really good lead into our silly or fun questions. The root of this question came from the movie Being John Malkovich, which we all discovered none of us have seen or are really familiar with, but it looks kind of strange. But the question is, if you could live in anyone's head for 15 minutes, who would you choose?
So I wanted to be a creator. And I think that that's like a Beyonce kind of person who is putting together various formats and types of entertainment for the rest of us to enjoy. How are you writing a song? How does that process work for you? What does inspiration processing look like? How are you creating this event that is a live show or a concert that is impactful to people, whether that's a show stop on the Eras tour, listening to her on the New Heights podcast the other day. I found that so fascinating. Whether that's Shabuzi sitting here saying, hey, where did you get this idea from? How does your brain work? I want it to be somebody who's a creator.
So my first thought, Boo, was yours. But then I thought, oh my God, I don't think I could do that.
Scary.
I think it would I mean, it's either going to be so amazing or terrifying. And I
Both.
just don't know which way
Yeah.
that's going to be. I think I'll give you this one. I think I'd kind of like to be in a man's brain for a little bit just to see what that's like. I mean, do men really think about sex all the time? Every 6 seconds? Do they notice how a woman is dressed?
What does a hard-on feel like?
Maybe that wasn't where I was going, but yeah. Do they really not? Do they really not care? How much the baby weighed when their best friend just had a baby? Are they really from Mars? That would be kind of fascinating. And
Is there
I
a
think
particular
less scary
man that
than
you would?
yours.
Is there a particular man whose mind you would want it to be?
I think after all that, it can't be Cole because that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You made that weird.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't have a single man identified. It's funny. I have men I don't want to be in their brains.
agreed.
For sure.
Such as me, for one.
I don't want to be in Trump's brain.
I was just sitting here thinking, like, you have a couple of different, like, kind of categories. You could do something like dad, somebody that you're familiar with and know what you do know about them and see how that is all interpreted. You could go somewhere more, a little more chaotic with something like a George Clooney and say, oh, okay, this is what being a celebrity looks like, and a
if I'm
male
going to do that, I'm
role
going to go to
model.
Brad Pitt because I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. Do you
That.
think Sam Elliott's subconscious is squeaky? All of his good voice is wasted on the outside.
I would
It's
have
on the
done
inside,
Sam
it's
Elliott
awful.
about 10 years
Okay,
ago, but I
Mickey.
don't know if I would do
Yeah.
Sam Elliott now.
I mean, go somewhere like who's just, again, kind of an innovator, a Barack Obama, an Elon Musk, somebody who is thinking differently, Steve Jobs.
What if I did cues just to see what it's like to be 2 years old?
Yeah. I could see going into a kid, like their brain, they're not.
What are they learning and how is that?
The innocence that they possess, they haven't been hardened by the world and the chaos of everything yet.
And then I think I started to say a high school guy, but I don't think I want a high school guy. I don't think I'm tough enough for that. But maybe somebody in college, maybe a
Worse.
27, 28, 30.
Yeah.
After their brain is fully developed and they're not just sitting here.
Yeah.
Gross.
But wouldn't it be interesting just to see how it's different?
Yeah. Yeah. I could get there with you.
I think I would pick like Albert Einstein. Like, I think that would be like my first go-to, is to spend
I wondered
15
about Mark
minutes
Twain.
in his brain.
Isaac
Mark
Newton.
Twain, I think, would be interesting too. See, I think I would pick Einstein over Isaac Newton. I also think that like a very close runner-up would be like Trump, just to be like,
What
okay,
the
how
hell is it
full of
going
shit
on?
is he really? Like, is he aware that he's full of shit? Is it all intentional? Is it all just misdirection? Is it all smoke and mirrors? Because I think it is, but to have a level of certainty to know, like, okay, is it intentional or not, I think would make a really big difference.
And then would you tell everybody what you discovered?
Yeah.
I could also see somebody like a Scott Galloway being interesting, especially you're talking about a man's perspective, Mom, like somebody who is willing to talk and communicate. If this is how much they're willing to share outwardly, what is going on the inside? Somebody, a Simon Sinek.
Simon Sinek would be fun.
Yeah, it would be fascinating.
Okay.
All right. On
These
to
are
the
weird ones.
silly ones, because that one was a little bit weird, but it was also a little bit fun. This one, I think, is a great start to our silly hypothetical questions. There are a couple of stipulations that come with this one, but the question is, if your sheets had to be made out of deli meats, what meat would you want them to be made out of? The stipulations are, they never get spoiled, so they're fresh every day. You can eat them, and there's no possibility of negative health side effects from sleeping in these
You
meat
cannot
sheets.
eat them?
You can.
Oh, you can eat them.
You can eat them, and there are no negative side effects of sleeping in cured meats.
There are so many excellent options. I would be thrilled with pepperoni sheets. I would be thrilled with, I said something the other day, turkey, or like I want it to be like a roasted turkey, and I don't want it to be too sweet. Like an oven roasted turkey, a blackened, like a pepper crusted turkey would be cool.
No, because then you're going to get the pepper stuff all over you while you sleep.
There's no side effects. He already said.
Yeah.
It's just going to taste delicious. And so I could be sitting there dreaming, eating my turkey.
So
having
your
a
whole
grand
point
old
to
time.
this is just that you can eat whatever it is?
Yeah. Is yours not? You cannot tell me that you would say no to a Genoa salami made bed.
But see, I think I would, because salami is pretty it's like stiff. Like it wouldn't be super comfortable.
I could see a brisket bed being really nice.
See, yeah, that's
A
where I'm
pork
at.
Brisket
belly
bed's going to
bed.
be lumpy.
I'm at like pastrami because it's
Yeah.
soft
Yeah.
and it tastes really good.
Yeah. I could go to pastrami. Good pastrami.
Well,
See,
yeah.
Genoa was what came to mind because I love Genoa salami, but it's going to be oily.
There's no
I don't want that.
impacts. We already took those away.
I mean, you're still gonna be oily, so you'll have to wash yourself off. That's not really a negative health impact. But
And-
the salami again is gonna be like stiff. It's not gonna give very much. So like, I want sheets that will kind of like cling to me. Salami is just kind of like tent over. It's gonna be too like solid.
Oh, no,
So I'm gonna
she
go
had an
something
idea.
that's more blanket like
What if-
a turkey or a pastrami.
What if we
Like a
went
roast
and
beef.
we went the vegetarian route and we went like gnocchi? Did some potato gnocchi sheets. They'd be
No,
soft
deli
and
meats.
cuddly.
Y'all are just weird. Cole came in the other day and said he'd use roast beef because it would make the best blanket.
Well, yeah, it's the like a
Fibrous.
roast beef, right?
Yeah. It's basically
Yeah.
a knit.
Y'all are weird.
But I mean, it's the closest thing to an actual. It would be the most comfortable. Like I'm looking for both comfortable and tasty.
But see, that's why I think like a chicken or like a chicken breast or an oven roasted turkey breast would be
Right.
soft and tasty without it being too wild either way. So you could add some gnocchi to either one of those and have a whole meal and bed. Be fine.
Okay.
Ooh, what about prosciutto?
See,
thought
I
about
thought
prosciutto.
about that. Like prosciutto, depending on the prosciutto that you get, can be pretty soft.
Yeah.
The reason I didn't pick prosciutto originally is because I didn't have the negative health consequences stipulation. So I wasn't accounting for that, and it's really salty, and I feel like it would dry you out. But with the stipulation of there's no possibility for negative health side effects, yeah, I think prosciutto is in the running.
Yeah. It would probably be kind of holy though, because prosciutto, especially thinly, would be, and you'd
Yeah.
want it thin. So it was crinkly and wiggly and
Yeah.
wrappable. But I feel like you'd end up,
No baloney.
But you get fresh ones every day, so it's
No
totally fine.
baloney.
So when you wake
Yeah.
up, it's all shredded, but by the time you go to bed, brand fresh new ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you also imagine eating even a twin size piece of two, because you have a bottom sheet and a top sheet, right? A fitted sheet and a top sheet. Eating
And
two
who's putting these
sheets worth
sheets
of-
on every day?
You are.
The
I don't wanna
deli
say no.
meat bed sheet fairy.
Okay, good. I'd have to have a bed sheet fairy.
Okay, so on to the next one.
Not weird at all. Totally fine.
If you could replace any word in common usage with another word and no one would know, which word would you choose?
I'm adding a y'all somewhere. And I think it could be anywhere. I think that I want it to be somewhere kind of fun. Like I could see it being in like a piece of art, like in the Sistine Chapel kind of thing.
No. Like, you have to replace, like, across society, every time someone would use the word stout becomes replaced with a different word that means the same thing. It's just no longer the word stout.
What's yours?
Nuance.
What would you replace it with?
Oh my God. There's a whole lot of oh my God to this.
That actually kind of works.
It could be any word I want.
See, I was thinking about it in a different context, like adding a random y'all in somewhere, like to be or not to be. That is the question, y'all.
We'll get
Cashing it
there.
up.
We'll get there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
She's jumped ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of people hate the word moist.
Mm.
Like, moist doesn't really bother me.
What if we change the F word?
No.
That's his word. That's
I
what he
love
wants.
that word.
I would change it to red.
What if
Red
you
you?
changed? What if you changed out the word like busy for full? Like it's not, hey, I'm busy. It's I'm full right now. I don't have the time to take that on.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like words
Sorry
that I
to
don't like.
disappoint you.
Like
Yeah,
words that kind of make me cringe if I hear them.
Like what? I mean,
That's what I'm trying to
moist.
think of.
State in which Boston is in. That's the one I would change. There you go. I'm changing the state. Yep.
Massachusetts?
We're calling it something else. I don't care what it is, just not that. I cannot say it. I struggle every freaking time.
Boston Superman.
Yeah, East Boston. We just call it Boston State.
Yeah, fine
That's
by
low
me.
enough. Oh, that's funny. There's another word like moist that makes me crazy, but I can't think of what it is.
Sometimes you need moist. You were talking about banana bread this morning, and you want your banana bread to be moist. That's a good thing.
It's a funny word, though, to say.
No, people have just made it funny. It isn't really. They're weird.
Would you take out mean words?
Well, I tried to take out busy and replace it with full, and that wasn't good enough, so.
I mean, but like stupid. Would you take stupid out? No? Okay.
I think there are uses for those words.
Okay. Next.
Yeah. Okay. So, Callie, this is the question that you were looking for.
Oh, sorry.
If you could put just one word into any document in history, what word would you choose and where would you put it?
Yeah, you're right. I want to put y'all somewhere. I don't care if it is in the Constitution, we the people.
You and I can team up because I really want to sneak the word fuck into the Declaration of Independence. So can we just put that at like right before the signatures, after the main declaration, before the signatures? I'll put fuck and you can put y'all.
Well, I mean, is it like fuck y'all? Like
Yeah,
fuck y'all, John Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly. So like the fuck
John
y'all is
Hancock.
directed at like King George, at the British.
Okay. See, I was using
So
my
instead of
y'all
like normally
to
at
bring
the
us
end of a
together.
letter, like at the end of a letter, you're like, thanks, or talk to you next time, or whatever, and then you sign your name.
Sincerely fucked John Hancock.
Yeah. So instead, fuck y'all, all of the signers of the Declaration of Independence.
No, because it was
Yes.
addressed to the people of America. No.
No, it was addressed to the King of England.
We the people.
Yes, we the people declare our independence from you, the King of England.
No. We're not adding your word.
Tough. It's my hypothetical.
Whatever. Next.
What's yours?
Again, I think you could add a y'all in lots of places. I mean,
Yeah.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Y'all? Like, where is he? Where'd he go? I'm asking
Where
everybody.
are y'all?
No, where is he, y'all?
Yeah.
Or I'm
Kind of
reading
breaking
a
the
book.
fourth wall, asking the audience.
Yeah. I'm reading a book right now that's referring to Moby Dick back in the early 1900s. And he keeps quoting the first line of it, call me Ishmael, call me Ishmael. I mean, like,
Y'all.
what if he said, call me Ishmael, y'all? Like, it just cashes everything up.
I dig it. I'm
Thanks,
down
Cole.
with the y'all. Mom,
Next.
what word and what document are you putting it in?
I don't know. I mean, I love Callie's y'all. I don't like yours. Please. I could put please in a lot of documents.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Okay.
Like an example?
I'm trying to think. I mean, my brain is thinking about Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation 7 years ago, but I don't know where to put the please in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I might put a big, like bold statement at the top of every single form. Like it is now a legal requirement that the phrase, please read all instructions on this form before submitting
or calling support for assistance.
We could just say, please read whatever it is you're reading. That would be nice.
Most of them have
Please
that.
listen. Please read.
Yeah, most of them actually have that. Nobody reads it, though.
Please read this email all the way through. Okay.
Okay, so mom's putting please in somewhere.
Okay.
All right, Gig, this one is for you. If you were a fashion icon and whatever you wore would become a fashion trend, what fashion trends would you start?
Okay. I said the other day, I like an unexpected shoe. So think a nice outfit. And I don't want it to be too weird, but I enjoy this personal look. Like I'm thinking like a mini skirt and a nice blouse with duck boots. Or like something that you're not, or I love wearing a dress with sneakers. Or I think hats are fantastic. More hats for everyone.
Yeah, same.
Cute shoes, fun, that just sets things off a little off kilter. I'm not trying to go super weird. I know duck boots sounded weird originally, but I'm not trying to go super weird. But I think just adding a little quirky element to outfits is a good thing. Coco Chanel wants you to take one thing off before you leave the house. I want you to add something that makes everybody go, huh, I wouldn't have thought of that.
I like that. I have no idea what.
Cole's wearing basketball shorts. Everybody's wearing basketball shorts.
I mean, I don't even wear basketball. Like athletic shorts I wear pretty regularly, but I don't wear basketball shorts all that much anymore.
Or are we just going pants free for everybody?
Yeah, no more leg prisons ever. I don't know. This is a hard question for me because I am not super fashionable. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. I would probably bring suspenders back again. Like, I love suspenders, so I'd probably try and work that into my ensemble pretty regularly.
Yeah, Mom.
I just think they're.
He said it was just for you. I'm not a fashion icon, apparently, in my son's mind. He said it was just for you.
But he's saving your shoes to be nostalgic.
Yours is next.
What's mine?
We have to answer this one first. This question made me think of Callie. That doesn't mean I don't want to hear your answer, goofball.
Just going by what you said. Well, it would be really easy to make everybody wear red.
I'm always down for more red.
See you being known for the woman who implemented pockets. Everybody gets pockets.
I could do pockets really easy.
Too. Red dresses with pockets.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm with it.
Okay.
Okay.
But you would look really funny in a red dress, period, boo.
Well, I still am
going
to wear red, and I'm still going to have pockets. That doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a dress, but okay. I mean, I'd wear a kilt, though. They're red most of the time anyways. So, Mom, this is a question that I saw and thought of you. You can choose anyone in the world to become friends with. Who would you choose?
Well, I've always wanted to invite George and Laura Bush to dinner because I decided after going to a seminar where he spoke that he would be lots of fun. But y'all have kind of dissed him, so I'm not sure that I can do him.
Well, no, it's yours. And if you want to be friends with George Bush, go be friends with George Bush.
And we can respectfully disagree with some of the choices that he has made.
Yeah. And I'm not saying I would fully agree with him, but I think he would be entertaining to have at dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go me and George like this. Or I'd be friends with Carol Burnett. I think she'd be fun, would have been fun to have been friends with.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know? I've failed as a mother.
Trouble now.
Carol Burnett was a comedian. Short red hair. The Carol Burnett Show.
She always tugged her ear to let her family know she was okay.
She was the mop lady. Was her.
The mop lady?
Yeah. That was like her.
Yeah.
Okay. How about y'all? Who would y'all be friends with? Y'all are going to tell me somebody, and I'm going to think, nah, I just wasn't big enough here.
Okay. I said the other day.
You went with a president of the United States.
He's from Texas. They live in Crawford. That's what, 2 hours away? Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still at one point, the leader of the free world, the most powerful man on the face of the planet.
I know. I'm just scared y'all are going to do somebody really.
Okay.
Who?
I said he was the most powerful. I think Oprah would be a blast and make connections to everybody. I think Ellen DeGeneres would be entertaining all day long, every day, and it would be a lot of fun. But my first choice is got to be Taylor Swift, and I have very specific reasons. Number one, I think we would be great friends. I think we have a very similar outlook on lots of things. I think that we would be good at pushing each other to explore kind of further verticals within life and say, hey, what do you think about this? Hey, how do you want to tackle this? Hey, what about this? Hey, I need some insight here. So I think that would be great. And then the next part of it is we're the same size. And so we could share, it would mostly be her sharing. I guess she doesn't want my closet, but I would love to share clothes with her. And I would be happy to. She could welcome her into my closet and she can have anything that she would like my duck boots. But I think she would have a great closet to go and borrow from. Raid. Yeah. We're about the same age. We would have a blast.
Yeah, I think y'all would have a think. Like, I was trying to think about this one over the last couple of days, and I've really struggled with it. But I think I would pick somebody like Elon, just so I could be like, man, are you sure about that? Like, can we think back through this? Like, you have virtually...
What if we tweaked that just a little bit?
Yeah, you have virtually infinite resources, and you're doing these things with them. Like, some of the stuff that you do is really interesting and really cool. And then some of the stuff that you do, I'm just like, man, really? Do you need to do that?
Yeah.
Like, is that really necessary? And so being able to kind of act as a check for somebody like that, act as like a foundation.
Secondary conscience.
Yeah. Yeah. To be the check to somebody like that's ego with mutual respect, I think would be really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I think it would also be really interesting to choose someone that, like, I by and large just like completely disagree with. Like, trying to think of a really good example of like who that would be. Like
Vladimir Putin.
Maybe. Yeah. Something along those lines. Or like a Justin Trudeau, like, hey, your policies are not something that I agree with. Can we talk about this and still maintain our friendship? I think it would be really interesting to have that kind of relationship that you're so incredibly different, but you maintain that kind of mutual respect for each other through those differences. I think would be really, really interesting.
It's an interesting idea. Okay.
I think I'd have to start with Elon, though. I think there's just so much potential there.
I'm not sure you can bring Elon home for dinner, though, okay?
Well, we're going to the ranch in Montana, so it'll be fine.
Okay. In the winter.
He's not allowed while I'm there.
So, okay. All of this kind of leads me to my weird thought for this week, ladies. So this is where we're going to go.
Weird.
Exactly. That's kind of the whole weird thought is, like, as people, why are we so obsessed with hypothetical scenarios? Like, I have people call me all day long and they were like, hypothetically speaking, if X, Y, and Z happened, what would that look like for me? And I get it. And like, especially even as a little kid, like me and Nathan in particular would come up with these hypothetical scenarios. Oh, what if somebody broke into the house? What are we going to do? What if X, Y, Z happened? What's the outcome going to be? What are we going to do to solve that problem? But like, do you think animals sit there and have hypotheticals within themselves? Like, do you think there's an elephant grazing the plains of Africa going, man, what would it be like to be a lion? What if I woke up and could be a lion for a day?
Or a cheetah and I could move real fast.
Yeah, like, Callie, what are the hypotheticals that Juanis would think about?
What would happen if I got to ride in the garbage truck and I could go do the trash with everybody? The dog loves to take the trash. What if, I think that he would be excited. What if I got to go around with the UPS guy and meet new people all day long?
He would.
How many pets could I get? He would be so excited.
Yeah, he would love that.
What if I chased the ducks and got to fly with them? What if I had wings and I could go fly with the dogs?
So this is just kind of my curiosity, and maybe we can do some research into this. Like, why do we think this way when nothing else seems to? Like, where does that capability come from?
I think that really truly is kind of a side effect cause of creativity. I think that we're sitting here saying, oh, what could be? Let me stretch my brain further than I normally would, in a different manner in which I normally would, because I think that that is how innovation happens. I think that that is how kind of intrusive thoughts, good ones specifically, give you a different perspective. What if I did this upside down? What if I did this with this in mind? What if I did this and that wasn't going to be an issue? Then what would I do? And so I think that it is a method of brain expansion, of thought expansion due to creative opportunity.
Well, and I think like you were talking about you and Nathan, what if somebody broke in? Maybe it's preparation in some ways.
Yeah.
That kind of leads me back to this are animals going to start having these types of thoughts? Because like some people would argue that chimpanzees are on the verge of entering the Stone Age, and like crows and ravens use tools. Like we've given them puzzles that require them to use tools to solve. So that requires pretty significant level of creativity, thinking about what if I did this different? So are we going to like, maybe animals are having these conversations and we just don't know it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what that anole on my hammock is doing. He's just thinking, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah.
What if I could get over there? What if I could do that?
What if
I don't
my
know.
bark was deeper? Would
Right.
people react to me differently?
Who would I choose as my best friend?
Juanis is choosing everyone. How many best friends can I have?
Yeah, that's true. That is definitely true.
It's just a weird thought that I had while I was going through all of it. Like, why are we different?
Yeah, I think it's a function of creativity, that left brain.
Yeah, I think it is the capacity of our brains as humans, the many, many avenues that we can travel down. So,
all right, well, Mom, let's hit us with our good news story for today, and we can get on out of here and keep thinking up some what ifs.
this was a cute little story. 2 childhood cancer survivors, Ellie Corner and Dawson Naylor, meet 17 years after they were patients in the same hospital with the same diagnosis. They had lymphoblastic leukemia at age 4. So they were in the hospital together. They both chose to go to osteopathic school. They go in to get their white coats, and he recognizes her 17 years later. And they even sent a picture to their moms because their moms knew each other because they were in, treatment together as the kids were together. And so they meet each other 17 years later at orientation. And so it was just a really cute story. She went into remission. He went into remission a couple of years later. They both were active. They both chose to go into medicine because of the doctors that they had been associated with during their disease. So it was just a cute thing of meeting 17 years later and him recognizing her.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a fun story.
Think about and I mean this in the most positive way, think about the shared trauma and frustration and despair that they have both experienced. And that they've experienced very similar to you in those moments of being afraid of what comes next, being afraid of coming out of remission, being afraid of what all of this looks like, and having that kind of, like I said, shared experience to both get to survive it, and the gratitude for that survival capabilities and capacity, but then to get to meet back up with somebody you met 17 years prior and say, oh my God, you're okay too.
Yeah.
What a joy and celebration.
Yeah. And they're going to be great doctors because they understand so much of the patient side. They'll be excellent doctors.
Yeah. I love it.
Kudos to them.
Yeah. We're rooting for you, Ellie and Dawson. Do good in the world.
Yep. Okay.
I love it.
Love you guys.
Love
Crazy as you are.
Love y'all.
Bye.